Yeah.
Got 2 more in Japan that we've got to make a decision about, but because they think it's going ahead, but I don't know, they expect me to get there walk. I ain't fucking walk.
Liam Gallagher is an English musician, singer, and songwriter. Best known as the former lead singer of the band Oasis, Liam Gallagher has been a major force in the music industry. Since leaving Oasis in 2009, he's involved himself in a number of group and solo projects, experiencing both critical and commercial success in the modern era. A somewhat controversial figure, Liam Gallagher is also known for his rock star persona, which often involves raucous behavior and partying. He's won several NMW Awards, Q Awards, GQ Awards, an MTV Europe Music Award, and a Scottish Music Award.
And then we've done 3 songs in 3 days, and it just felt natural, you know what I mean? It didn't feel like, I thought if it was going to be weird, then I'd probably listen, I had to do it, you know what I mean? As simple as that.
If you enjoy these videos, please remember to hit the like button, as it does help us out a lot. And comment below who your favorite celebrity is that you'd love to see in an upcoming video. His full name is William John Paul Gallagher, but is known as Liam Gallagher. He was born September 21st, 1972 in Manchester, England, making him 49 at the time of this production. He stands 1.78 meters or 5 feet 10 inches tall. At one point, Liam's net worth peaked at $50 million. His wealth has been drastically reduced by hard partying, big spending, and very expensive divorce. During his 2015 divorce proceedings, a judge determined that Liam's total net worth was $15 million. The judge ultimately ordered him to pay his ex-wife half of that $15 million fortune. Liam Gallagher and his brother are avid supporters of the Manchester City Football Club. Their love for football has brought them closer to resolving their most recent standoff. He, along with his band members, organized a fundraiser for the Japan tsunami disaster and raised more than £150,000 for the British Red Cross. One of the many eccentricities of this Britpop singer is that he claimed to be a reincarnation of John Lennon, despite being born 8 years before his death. This frontman sings with his arms behind his back and ensures that the microphone comes extremely close between his upper lip and nose. He's good friends with Ian Brown, Gary Moonfield, Richard Ashcroft, Jarvis Cocker, Miles Kane, Lee Mavers, and Taylor Hawkins. An insider close to Liam in early 2015 told the Daily Star, Liam's always been interested in outer space and believes in other worlds. He's been out in his back garden at night with his new telescope and even sets up on Hampstead Heath to get a better view. He married actress Patsy Kensit on April 7, 1997. 2 months later, he started a relationship with singer Lisa Morrish. Lisa gave birth to a daughter named Molly on March 26, 1998. Liam has a son named Lennon Francis Gallagher with Kensit. He was born on September 13, 1999. Kensit and Liam divorced in 2000. He then started dating Nicole Appleton. They welcomed a son named Gene Gallagher on July 2, 2001. Gallagher married Appleton on February 14, 2008. Between 2011 and 2012, Liam had an affair with journalist Liza Gorbani. She gave birth to a daughter named Gemma in January 2013. Later, he started dating Debbie Gwyther. He proposed marriage to Gwyther in August 2019.
Well, but it's down to him, innit? I think he's, I don't know what's going on in his world. Making good music, singing them Oasis songs, and waiting for the little fella.
He was born to Peggy and Thomas Gallagher. Raised by Irish parents, Liam was abused by his father until his mother divorced her husband and took the children with her. Liam has 2 brothers, Paul and Noel Gallagher, the latter of which became the lead guitarist of Oasis. As young boys, Liam and his brothers often got into trouble. At one point, Liam was expelled from school after getting into a fight. Initially, Liam exhibited zero interest in music, preferring instead to devote his free time toward athletics. However, a serious head injury during a fight completely shifted Gallagher's priorities, and from that point onward, he was dead set on joining a band. During this time, he began to idolize the Beatles, especially John Lennon, the Kinks, The Who, and many other bands. After initially collaborating with Paul McGuigan and Paul Arthurs, Liam was joined by his brother Noel in the band that would soon become Oasis. Although the group had a rocky start, they were eventually discovered by an executive for Creation Records and signed a 6-album deal. Their first album, Definitely Maybe, released in 1994 and soon became the fastest-selling British debut album of all time. It's since been called one of the best albums of all time by a number of publications. Oasis's second album, What's the Story, Morning Glory, sold even more copies. Regarded as one of the most defining albums of the 90s, What's the Story, Morning Glory is also regarded by many as one of the best albums of all time. In 1997, Oasis released their third album, Be Here Now. The album received positive reviews, even though conflicts within the band had reached critical levels during the recording process. Commercially, it was one of Oasis' best albums, with over 8 million units sold worldwide as of 2008. By the year 2000, Liam was the only original founding member of Oasis left. He and Noel set up their own record label, Big Brother Recordings, and decided to produce all future Oasis albums through this new label. Oasis released their final album, Dig Out Your Soul, which earned universal praise from critics. The band ultimately split up because Noel and Liam had grown incredibly hostile to each other, to the point where they could no longer maintain a professional relationship. After joining the group Beady Eye, Liam Gallagher contributed to the album Different Gear, Still Speeding in 2011. After deciding to pursue a solo career for the first time, Liam Gallagher released his debut solo album in 2017 entitled As You Were. The album marked a real comeback for Gallagher. In October 2021, he announced that he'd be releasing a third studio album, Come On You Know, on May 27, 2022.
Little songs every now and again that seem to be all right, you know what I mean? But me doing an album on my own, it's never going to happen, you know what I mean? I don't know how it works, you know what I mean? I can do my little bit.
He's earned money through selling music albums and performing live concerts. Moreover, Liam also makes money through brand endorsement deals. He also owns a clothing range inspired by his love for the mod style and named after a song by The Jam. Liam launched the Pretty Green clothing range in 2006. Today, it has nearly 300 outlets across the United Kingdom and has been a roaring success. He has a net worth of $7.5 million. Liam Gallagher has a long history of investing in real estate and has purchased several properties in London over the years. From 1991 to 1996, members of Oasis lived together in a London penthouse in Muswell Hill, London. From 1996 to 1999, Gallagher lived in Primrose Hill townhouse with his wife, Patsy Kensit. When he married his second wife, Nicole Appleton, he purchased a £2.7 million property in Hampstead Heath, North London. After the divorce, Appleton put the house on the market for £4.5 million. In 2012, Gallagher purchased an apartment in Manhattan, New York for $2.5 million. Situated in a building constructed in the 1930s, the recently renovated two-bedroom apartment offers stunning views of Central Park. In 2020, it was announced that Liam Gallagher had purchased a London property for just under £4 million. The property is reportedly on one of London's quietest streets, and it marks the latest acquisition in a long line of homes in England's capital for the Oasis singer. The newly renovated 5-bedroom home in North London is ostensibly intended to be a foundation from which Gallagher can build a lasting relationship with his fiancée, Debbie Gwyther. He likely owns the following cars: a Hyundai Tucson, a Bentley, a Mercedes.